can't even cure a bellyache. Take your pills and get out. You're no good.
Come, Mama. You know the doctor's doing everything he can for you.
Yeah.
You must remember, Mrs. Rothschild, you are 88 years old, and I can't make you any younger.
I'm not asking you to make me any younger. I'm asking you to make me older.
She's better. She's insulting people.
There's nothing the matter with her. Just nerves.
Nerves! Do you think I'm afraid of that rabble? I've had 88 years of this, and I'm not dead yet.
But we want you to come away with us for a few months. You're not safe here.
I was born here, and I'll die here. And that won't be soon, either. I'll live a dozen years yet. Nathan, you ought to know enough about bargains to know the Lord isn't going to take me at 88 when he can get me at 100. Well, Nathan, what's brought you here all of a sudden?
He came to see his wife and family.
What have you been doing that girl of yours? She goes mewing about like a cat that's lost her kittens.
She needs a change.
She needs a husband, that's what's the matter with her. What about one of the Goldschmidt boys?
I'm afraid Julie has ideas of her own.
Then leave her alone. She's no fool.
Can you tell me which is the Rothschild house?
Yeah.
That's it. What's the use of our pretending?
I don't pretend to Father. He knows exactly how I feel. But you see, darling, he's determined, too.
But you know we can't give each other up. Sending you away from me only makes matters worse. Did you tell him you'd give me up?
I told him I'd try. I don't seem to be trying very hard, do I? Let me look at you. How long did it take you to get here? How long have you been riding?
I left yesterday morning.
How'd you manage?
I asked Nosy for leave.
Who's Nosy?
That's what we call the Duke behind his back.
Oh.
I think he guessed where I was bound for.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, he said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'd no idea your father was here.
No, of course not. What are we going to do?
I'm going to see him and have it out.
Fitz.
Oh, darling. Won't you see this through with me somehow?
I've got you and I'm going to keep you.
Then will you be very brave? A soldier. And wear this ring.
Oh, yes.
It's one of those family things. My mother wore it.
Oh, it's lovely.
What's the meaning of this?
Father, Fitz has only just arrived. I saw him and brought him in here.
Does your mother know?
No. No, nobody knows but us.
Why are you here? You knew my wishes?
I came here for the same reason you did, sir. I heard there was trouble and Julie was in danger.
Go to your mother.
I'd rather stay and hear what you have to say to Fitz.
Please go, Julie.
It's no use, Father.
I had a good reason for keeping you and my daughter apart. I desire that you respect my wishes.
If Julie weren't agreeable, I wouldn't be here, sir. But her happiness is involved as well as mine.
Unfortunately, we differ as to where her happiness lies.
What has changed your attitude toward me, sir?
Captain Fitzroy, I doubt whether there's a single man in London today who would suspect me of being a sentimental fool, which apparently I have been. But fortunately, I have a certain amount of common sense, which sometimes comes to my rescue. You'll please understand that your attentions to my daughter are objectionable to me.
What is your objection?
You're not of our race.
That's an objection I think you might have raised a great deal earlier,
I
sir.
was a sentimental fool. Walk through this ghetto. Go into the Jewish quarter of any town in Prussia today, and you'll see men lying dead. Julie's people killed by your people for but one crime, that they were Jews. Now do you understand?
I'm sorry, sir, but I still love Julie.
Julie is a Rothschild, and she'll not marry without her father's consent. Good day.
No matter what happens. No matter even if what Father says is true. I love you. Always.
The Jews of Prussia know that this uprising is the direct result of your quarrel with Ladrans, and that has made them bitter against you.
Fools, Nathan has done more for the Jews in England than any man who ever lived.
England isn't Prussia, Mama.
Ladrans has his agents everywhere. They spread lies and propaganda.
You've got to put the screws on.
Money is the only screws we have. And now, with Napoleon in exile, Ladrans and the Allies need us no more. It's queer, isn't it? We fight for the peace of Europe, and with peace, we lose our power.
Well, you've got to do something. They burned down the Levy's house last night, and they burned down this one if they dared, but they're afraid of me. You tell all those kings and ministers you feed that if they don't stop this outrage, you'll stop their pocket money.
If I thought Ladrans would listen, if I thought I could make him call off his dogs, I'd go to him. But
now, don't worry, Nathan, and make yourself sick. The Lord isn't going to desert us. So take a rest. Leave the work to him.
If there was only some way you could handle Ladrans. For the sake of our Jewish people, I think you should go to him, Nathan.
grovel at his feet. All right. If you think so, I'll go. He must have his price. And whatever it is, I'll pay it.
I'll make you gentlemen pay for your wine.
The cards seem to favor you tonight, Your Excellency.
Well, they should. They're my cards. Colonel, any news?
Good news, Your Excellency.
Dresden, entire ghetto reduced to ashes by fire. It is estimated that 5,000 Jewish refugees crossed the border into the Netherlands.
I have dispatched 3 agents to The Hague to stir up the populace there.
Frankfurt. The citizens stormed the ghetto and fired 2 houses. A serious pogrom was prevented by the arrival of the civic guard. Who ordered out the civic guard?
The burgomaster, but he won't interfere again. We've explained Your Excellency's campaign.
That's splendid news, Colonel.
I have still better news for Your Excellency.
Yes?
Nathan Rothschild is in Frankfurt. He arrived from London last night.
If he tries to leave, I want him arrested at the border and brought to me here.
Yes, Your Excellency. Upon what grounds?
Make your own grounds.
Yes, Your Excellency.
The House of Rothschild. The house with the red shield. I'll make it red.
That's him, the one in the heavy coat. Goodbye, sir. And I promise you I won't come back without an agreement from Ladrans to stop this pope, whatever the cost may be.
May God be with him.
Send word to stop his carriage as he starts to pass through the city gate. Seize him and place him under arrest. Quick.
Mr. Rothschild! Mr. Rothschild! What is it, Schumann?
This message just arrived at the office, sir. It's from Mr. Nathan. Me? Yes, sir.
What is it?
Napoleon has escaped from Elba. The French are rallying to his banner by thousands. This means war. Another war.